Welcome back, viewers. Welcome to another session of CM Insights, that is consumer behavior. Here we are going to learn about the most important and the psychological part of marketing, that is learning about the consumer behavior. Please subscribe my video if you have not yet subscribed. First of all, let's have a clear view about the terms like consumer, customer and behavior. Customer. A customer are those individuals or organizations who buy products or services. A customer purchases the goods or services for regular consumption, distribution or for selling. Consumer. Consumer is the end user of the product or services. They buy the product for self-consumption. So consumer is the final user of the product. The term behavior means the way one acts or behaves. Consumer behavior. Consumer behavior represents the behavior of the consumer to fulfill his needs or wants. It is a study how an individual, group or an organization prefers buying, using and disposing of goods and services. It is a process in which an individual decides what, when, where, how and from whom to purchase. Consumer behavior deals with how the consumer spends his income among all the goods and services. When a buyer takes the buying decision, there is no rigid rule to bind him. The need of the consumer inspires or motivates him to buy. To grow, the business and organization must understand the need of the consumer, buying pattern of the consumer, and the level of satisfaction of the consumer. Business growth needs a large volume in terms of sales and increased profits. For this, an organization requires large number of consumers. Consumer satisfaction is the basis of marketing in an organization. To satisfy the consumer, the organization must know the consumer needs, buying habits, psychology, etc. As we all know that marketing revolves around the need of the consumer. Success of marketing lies in managing the product in a manner which would result in the product having a desired effect on the consumer. Same way, the other 4 P's of marketing mix, that is price, place and promotion, also depend on the product. The product is a pie around which the other elements revolve. As we know that the main objective of marketing is to know the need of the consumer, that is the end user of the product, and try to understand and satisfy these needs. While considering the marketing of the product, the marketer must understand the need of the consumer. These needs can derive demand in different areas. To know about the marketing mix, please refer to my earlier video. I'll put the link in the description box. Let's have a look at some real life examples of those organizations who understood the need of the consumer. The first one is Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg understood and he saw that the world was getting disconnected by each other. So he made his first product, that was Face Match. Later on this Face Match became Facebook. Now we all know the success story of Facebook. The second example is from India, Gujarat. Karsanbhai Patel of Gujarat saw that detergents available in the market were very expensive. Those were not affordable by the common man. So he created a new product, an inexpensive detergent, that is Nirma. Then the third example is Dilip Chhabria, the car designer from India. He understood that the cars were coming in the unique designs, unique styles from the companies. People, those who needed some different type of cars, so he started designing and reshaping the cars. If the marketer knows the needs and wants of their target market, then this can be used as a selling point to influence. Let us understand the term need. Need is something that is necessary for an organism to live a healthy and satisfactory life. To understand the term need, here we'll take help of two tools, that is Maslow's need hierarchy theory and the another one is family life cycle table by Wells and Goober. Maslow's need hierarchy theory is the theory by Abraham Maslow which puts forward that the people are motivated by 5 basic categories of needs. Those are psychological needs, safety needs, love, esteem and self-actualization. Let's understand the hierarchy given by Abraham Maslow in detail. The first category that comes in is physiological needs. These are the underlying needs. As we know, the human being can't live without food, water, sleep, oxygen, etc. As we all have seen this during this pandemic and lockdown time, these were the basic needs required by each and every person. Then comes the safety needs. We all need to feel safe, whether that be physical, financial, or job security or the health. Then comes social needs. Social needs, here we look for the connection with the family, friends that in these days you can see on the social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. Then come esteem needs. We all have the desire to be respected and to pay respect. This includes self-esteem, confidence, and the sense of self-achievement. Then comes self-actualization. This is realizing one's full potential, and this will differ from one person to another person. This is the highest level of hierarchy and what we are all striving for. Here you can understand this by meditation. The one tries to understand himself. Research is undertaken to segment, target, position customers by various criteria such as demographics, social class, geographic, and so on. Marketers will have a very specific idea about who their target consumers are and tailor their marketing strategies accordingly. Here, let us see the another tool, that is Wells and Gruber life cycle table. The need of human being keeps changing during the different stages of life. This helps to figure out the requirement of the product for the particular age or the group. In 1960s, based on their research, Wells and Gruber came up with a new concept of segmentation called the family life cycle. This can be a part of segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Even studying the consumer behavior, it is concerned with the various phases, generations of the people present within an individual family and how to target them with the marketing efforts. Let's have a look at the table. This table is divided into 4 categories. Those are young bachelor, half nest, full nest, and empty nest. And here in this table we'll study the financial situation and the needs or the buying habits of those categories. First one is young bachelor. Per capita income is high. There are few financial burdens and the buying pattern is impulsive, as well as they try to go for premium buying and they buy the products like fashionable clothing, vehicle, etc. Then comes half nest. Half nest is married with young children. Income is high, take extra financial burdens, savings, insurance, investment, durable goods, furniture, new home, etc. are the requirements of this category. Then comes full nest. Full nest is older couple with grown up children. Income is stabilized, good financial position. The purchases are dominated by children needs. Here the kids are grown up. So every time the family tries to spend money on the needs of the children, like save money for their future, spend more in their future, for example their education, their skills and everything. Then comes empty nest. Empty nest is children are grown up and gone away from the home. They are settled. Here the financial status is significantly reduced income. The income is significantly reduced because now these people are on the pension or their old earnings they are spending. Then comes here spending money for their own vacations, hobbies, saving for their future and the purchase of medicines and day-to-day expenses. Consumer behavior is a very vast topic. I'm going to continue with this topic in my next video also. Let us sum up what we have seen in this video. The basic terms like consumer, customer, buyer, and the behavior Then we learned about consumer behavior, its definition. Then the third came consumer behavior and business growth. How study of the consumer behavior helps in business growth. Then came need of the consumer, understanding the need of the consumer. Understanding the need of consumer with help of Maslow's need hierarchy theory and the family life cycle by Wells and Gruberty. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe my videos so that in future too you keep on getting such informative videos. Thanks once again.